ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. We're back, man. Woo!
What's happening?
Look at that. Look at that.
I mean, it's like if I took my phone and put it on selfie mode, every time I look, I see Ken Heron.
Yeah. You know that app that lets you see what you look like when you're old?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm the future you. But anyway.
That's a great future to have.
Oh, shucks. It's Jason Schappert.
Everything.
Yeah, get the tats, man.
Yeah, why not?
Just, you know what? Get watch tats. Then you don't have to remember to put them on.
And will they always be on time, or I'll have to
They'll be on time.
When saving time comes around.
They'll be on time twice a day.
Yeah.
Jason Schappert from RemotePilot101.com and M0A. And we've got a lot of information to give to you tonight. It's going to be some fun.
Yeah.
Also, we got a bow shark tonight.
Fine. Last time I was co-host, we did not have a bow shark, and I was a little disappointed, genuinely.
Yeah. Well, he's been very busy healing his leg, but we're going to hear from him tonight. Also, we're going to hear from Kelly Green.
Wow.
Kelly Green's going to stop by in video form and offer you a chance to win a membership to RemotePilot101.com.
That's right. Did you know Kelly Green is my wife's favorite drone YouTuber?
Really?
Yeah.
Has she seen any other YouTubers? No, I'm just kidding, Kelly. I'm just kidding. Hey, speaking of other drone YouTubers named Kelly, we've got Kelly Shores on tonight from Ready Set Drone as well as our guest.
Wow.
So we better get right into it. But first, what have you been up to, Jason, sir?
Wow, just aspiring to be like you when I grow up. That's really the vision and everything. No, in all seriousness, we've been building out some really cool stuff for our Remote Pilot 101 family. I'm sure we'll get into it more kind of throughout the show with some fun stuff you have planned. So I'm excited to share all that and what's happening with Part 107 and Part 108 and just some other things, some rumblings.
Yeah, we have all the parts. And
you have all your parts.
You're getting ready to go to Oshkosh, and then after that, you're gonna come to Minefield, are you?
Yeah, I got Minefield the 19th, right? August 19th. That's on the calendar.
That's right.
I saw Dave was already hyping it in the chat earlier. I think he said he's the official parking lot sponsor.
Okay, good.
So really, really thankful for that. I'm sure you are.
And to let everybody know, we're extending it to 2 days this year. Everybody wanted 2 days, so it's going to be the 19th and 20th, Saturday and Sunday in August. But before we get any further, we have to hear from the Cadillac of processed meat. I'm talking about Pigeon Jerky.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meat. Yeah.
What a great sponsor.
Oh, my goodness. Not the best sponsor, because everybody knows that the best sponsor is RemotePilot101.com. Use Heron18, get 30% off. And also sponsored by freight trains that go by my house.
I heard it.
Probably
while the freight train goes by, hey, my kids made something for you, Ken, and they asked me to share it. So they both drew a pigeon for Pigeon Jerky, and they want to know whose is the best. So if we could ask the audience, this is Ella. She's 8. That's her pigeon.
Oh, that's nice. That's very realistic.
Yeah. And this is Gavin. He's 5, and he said he put a drone on there for Mr. Ken. There's your quadcopter. A cloud. I think it's a little close for clouds. And then that is the pigeon. So I don't know if you think Ella's or Gavin's.
So Ella or Gavin. It's hard to choose. What do you tell your children when they ask who your favorite is?
Oh, well, I tell them it's Ken.
You know, I have a sister, and whenever we ask my mom that, she would say, well, you're my favorite boy child, and you're my favorite girl child.
I mean, that settles it right there.
Yeah, but I know I'm the favorite. Come on.
Of course, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah. All right, so let's see.
I'm sure you followed all the rules.
All the rules. I was a high maintenance child. All right, let's see those pictures again. All right, so which one? Oh, so it's Gavin or?
That's Gavin.
And Ella.
He's 5. That's Ella. She's 8.
Okay, so
I mean, there's a lot of artistic ability in the Schappert house, as you can tell.
oh, do we need to choose? I mean, they
it's tough.
both have their pluses. I mean,
I know.
it is hard to choose. But let's put that aside right now, so not hurt any little kids' feelings.
They're already in bed. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, then definitely Ella for sure. No, I'm just kidding, Gavin. I'm kidding, Gavin. Come on. Now you also sent me a pigeon thing.
I did. I sent you a pigeon airplane video, and I said, "Wow, this is like Jason Schappert's world meets Ken Heron's pigeon world," and it made me smile, and I thought of you when I saw it.
It is kismet, and this is hilarious. I wasn't expecting the ending, so enjoy this. So this is an actual real pigeon on the wing of a plane. Do you know what kind of plane it is?
I couldn't tell.
It's a big one. Yeah. So they're taking off, right?
Uh-huh.
And dude's just hanging on. I'm just going, what? Is that real? Is that real?
Yeah, you would think he would just open his wings and fly, but no, dude, he's too lazy. He just slides on back.
That's the best. I love that. That is
so good.
That is awesome.
It's so good.
Wow. We'll show that again later.
The 3 off, huh?
Yeah, it did throw me off a little bit. I do want to thank people for the super chats and supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Drone Rob, $20. Thank you very much, Drone Rob. Mm-hmm. He says I came early so I could to put the tip in. He said he's just putting the tip in. The tip being $20.
That was really
of course,
kind of him.
Doesn't have any other meaning to it at all. Thank you, Drone Rob, you comedian. And John Taylor with a $9.99. Can't join the TNL tonight, but we watch the show later. Thank you very much. And Bud's brother Jack Weiser, $5. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it with that super sticker. And Keith, whose wife was in the hospital recently having a procedure done, and we wish her and him the best in their recovery together. Thank you very much, Keith, for the $5. Hey, Ken, watching from the phone, no chat, iffy internet. Have a great show. Thank you very much. And I believe we just got another one. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's Rob. One of my Robs came through. Aviano Rob C. Thank you very much. $50. Holy heck. Man.
Whoa, you can go on a date with that.
Yeah, that almost gets me a tank in the RX-8. He says,
almost.
Yeah, almost. Thanks for all of your time working on my Avata at the South Florida Drone Meetup. The Avata is now flying and doing well. You know,
sometimes those Avatas just need a little tune-up, you know?
Sometimes. You know, the Florida Meetup was really fun, and I got to meet Jimbo Shark. And while we're talking about him and the Florida Meet, why don't we just go ahead and share with everybody this week's bi-weekly bow chart, shall we?
Can't wait.
All right. Enjoy. Yeah.
Oh, hi, everybody. Jimbo Shark back again with another episode of the bi-weekly bow chart. It's been a while, so I thought I'd do some tidying up. And that reminds me, Kelly Shores wanted his picture next to Ken Dono's.
Your bow chart? Just two. No, see. All of them. I'm on my first beer, too, buddy.
And clearly, one of them wasn't me. Needless to say, everybody had a great time at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I got to check off something off my bucket list.
I think I'm about to see Jimbo Shark.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
Hey, bud.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How you doing, man? It's a bow shark. Hey!
So
And
good.
Ken, I offered to buy you a beer and a salad, but we know that wasn't going to happen. Come to think of it, I'm feeling a little hungry right now. It's a Jimmy sandwich.
It's a Jimmy sandwich.
Yeah, baby. And in between beers, I had a couple of snacks myself. Look at the size of that monster.
Oh, my God.
I swear to God, I've never had anything this big before in my life. And that's not what she said. And a special thanks to Alexis, Max, and of course, Bill. And Ken, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this wonderful drone community.
Oh.
And now, here's a quick one, because as usual, we are running out of time.
Wow. Why are Harley-Davidson owners terrible drivers?
I have no idea, Ken.
Because they hog the road. You see? Whatever it was that you were going to say.
Nowhere close.
Wow.
Hog! Mess up the comedy.
And on that note, see y'all next year. Buh and bye.
Ah, Bo Shark, we love that you're back.
Wow.
You know what he did?
That had a sentimental like tone to it. Like I teared up a little bit. I'm used to, Mr. Potty Face and the clown and that had like Bo Shark has a heart.
He does have a heart, and probably a condition to go along with that heart, but we love him anyway.
Why did you say that?
Do you know what he did? Do you know what he did?
No.
He consumed a lot of Yingling. And when you tell somebody a joke, you're like, hey, why'd the chicken cross the road? And they provide their own punchline. They're like, I don't know. Maybe there was something on the other side of the road the chicken wanted. And you're like, oh, just listen to the joke. That's what I was talking about with him before. But love you, Bo Shark. It was great seeing you.
Good guy.
I'm so glad that I was taller than you. That's where you find out.
Yeah, that's true.
When you meet people. And when you come meet him at Minefield, you are taller than most people, aren't you?
I have to sit down to fly FPV. I could fall over.
Yeah, and injure someone.
And injure someone.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, how about if we go ahead and get right into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere. The drone newsroom is all abuzz. Jeff Sills, what's happening, buddy?
Well, Ken, I think I'm going to make you feel very happy because DJI has decided to release finally the Phantom 5.
What?
Yeah.
What? The Phantom 5?
No, the Phantom 5 is here. It's available now. It's just called something different.
Oh.
That was good. I kind of believed him for a second.
Schappert was buying it.
I did, just for a second. I'm like, that's not the email I got this morning.
There's a couple people out there half listening. Wait, what did he say? Phantom 5.
Phantom 5.
Yeah.
That would have been the smart decision, I think.
Unfortunately, they named it the Inspire 3.
They did name it the Inspire 3. I have the promotional video that we can just kind of check out here. It is really an amazing camera system.
For almost a decade, Inspire has been the standard on film sets around the world. Today, we're setting a new standard for aerial cinematography. Introducing Inspire 3, a full-frame 8K cinema drone that was built to master the unseen. Inspire 3's entire appearance is modern, concise, and compact, with streamlined integration of every body module. It starts with improved vision for pilots, a large aperture, super wide-angle FPV camera with enhanced low-light capability.
The FPV camera on the Inspire 3 is absolutely phenomenal. The picture quality is exceptional with a very low latency in the video, which allows the pilot to fly very precisely through small areas.
The powerful propulsion system enables max horizontal flight speeds of up to 94 kilometers per hour.
Oh my God.
And the dive speed has even been increased to 10 meters per second. The lightweight and compact new TB51 batteries provide a 28-minute max flight time and support for fast charging and hot swapping. In order to safely fly in tight space,
I tried hot swapping in college.
We've given Inspire 3 a nice advanced omnidirectional obstacle.
I'm sorry, I blurt sometimes. My bad. All right, we'll go back.
More customizable settings, including sensing direction.
All right. This thing does everything. It does absolutely everything.
I wanted to hear about the no, I can't. I'm not. Never mind. I was going to say I wanted to hear about the tight spaces.
Yeah. Well, all right. We'll go back. Yeah, there you go.
No, I really do. Because I feel like this is a very expensive piece of equipment.
Oh, it is.
Flying it between guy wires and stuff, and that stresses me out.
Yeah. Oh, well, it has all kinds of stuff that it does. Jeff, you want to talk about that?
For guy wires?
Well, yeah. The thing about it is this drone does stuff that you can't do. It weighs 4,310 grams. It has a maximum ceiling above sea level with the standard propellers of 3,800 meters. The high altitude propellers available for it gets you up to 7,000 meters, which means that this drone can fly nearly 23,000 feet.
That's
in the air.
too many feet. Where can you fly like that? But this is what it's made for movies. I mean, nobody watching this is probably going to get it, right? Right?
Well,
I mean, you'd like to have it.
Unless we get a scholarship or something, maybe.
Right.
You have a hovering time of 25 minutes and a maximum flight time of approximately 28 minutes with the landing gears lowered or 26 minutes with the landing gears raised.
It's not a whole lot different than my Inspire 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you're still in that same range of just the normal flight times that we see with commercial drones.
It does like repeatable flyby patterns and stuff. It's really truly incredible.
On a selected subject as you manually control flight.
What do you think of the controller?
It's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's kind of big though.
While the gimbal just stays locked on the subject, so I can get these really complex shots, even if I'm just shooting solo.
Wow, so you don't need a camera operator.
Inspire 3 features a cinema-grade imaging system.
Look at this.
The key to this is the brand new ZenMuse X9 8K Air camera with a full-frame sensor. Record up to 8K using ProRes RAW and Cinema DNG codecs. Or even shoot full-frame 120 frames per second in 4K for pro-level slow-motion shots.
Wow.
With a dual native EI of 804,000, the X9 Air delivers 14 plus stops of dynamic range, letting you shoot confidently in a wide variety of lighting conditions.
We have a dual native ISO, which means it can now shoot in low light really well, and then full frame sensor is now making the camera better than the majority of cameras out there already. So it's going to be comparable to a lot of high-end cinema cameras.
Wow, that's so impressive.
Wow.
And how much is it? Everybody wants to know how much money.
Go ahead and tell us, Ken.
Okay. It costs that much.
What the hell?
Yeah, and that is without a lens. You just get the camera body. No lenses.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I don't know if that includes batteries even. Look at that. Isn't that nuts?
That thing costs more than my truck.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you get all these cool attachments. I mean, if you're going to make a feature film, you got a budget for it, right? This isn't to film your daughter's soccer match.
This isn't like for Ken Heron's YouTube channel. You mean DJI hasn't sent you one yet?
Well, I mean, they could. I mean, if they want to.
I figured you'd like that.
I wouldn't turn one down.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, in that case, then on with the next story, because there's one place that fantastic drone is not going to be flying, which is in Florida.
Oh, yes.
We've been using drones in our area for many years now, and they say they've found great success with them. They're much cheaper than flying a helicopter. They're relatively portable, and they give them a great bird's-eye perspective for scenarios like missing persons, fires, even SWAT team call-outs and search warrants. But now the state of Florida is looking to blacklist a certain Chinese-made brand, which happens to be the most popular drone maker.
There's times that we've already found that they are immensely valuable.
Jacksonville firefighters have found drones to be incredibly helpful. What is the advantage of using a drone?
We get a totally different perspective. Obviously, we're going up high. We're getting a perspective that we can't necessarily get elsewhere.
Captain Eric Proswimmer is one of the department's licensed drone pilots. He says the unmanned aircraft have been used to find missing people, monitor wildfires, and were crucial in the week-long fire on board a cargo ship at Blunt Island. Infrared cameras showed firefighters where the hotspots were, likely keeping the vessel from sinking. But JFRD's 3 drones have been grounded since the beginning of the year. That's because the state was looking to ban DJI, a Chinese drone company that dominates 70% of the global market. So what's next? I mean, obviously, you said that drones are good for what you do with the department.
So what's next is we're waiting for the legislative session to end to find out what the final verbiage is.
As of today, the state of Florida is banning government agencies from using DJI drones as well as others from what it calls foreign countries of concern. It's part of an effort to prevent possible spying, though DJI's leaders say their company's products are secure and safe. Besides JFRD, there's a long list of local agencies that use drones. For example, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has a robust drone unit which uses DJI. These domestically made drone brands are approved by the state, but for agencies that have invested tens of thousands of dollars in DJI, buying a new fleet with taxpayer money will be costly.
Yeah, so there's going to be some good deals on DJI drones in Florida soon. I imagine.
I saw someone post in the chat, policeauction.org.
Yeah, or
sell a whole police stuff.
Or go to govdeals.com. That's a good
deals,
one.
Yeah.
So, Jason, you're from Florida.
Minute right now.
How do you? What do you think about all this?
You know, I can see both sides of it. You know, I know everybody's kind of China phobic right now and everything else in a way, and perhaps rightfully so. You know, I don't follow much in politics and in government and everything else, but I understand some of their concerns. But at the same time, I would argue DJI owns more of the market than 70%, like this news article said. I mean, very, very rarely do I see someone who's not flying a DJI product, unless we're talking in the FPV space, of course. But if you're camera drone wise and what these agencies need, is the Skydio the next best option? I mean, I guess if they're just replacing a Mavic, maybe, but if these agencies are replacing something more robust, like an Inspire product or even a Phantom product, I don't think the Skydio compares.
If you think about it, it could cost lives in the long run with agencies and rescue and everything, and they already have all this stuff in place.
Yeah. Well, these are tax dollars and stuff too. Yeah, it's tough.
And we're already being spied on by our TikTok. Oh no. You know.
I will throw the argument on the other side then, because the one thing that you have to take into consideration is that Chinese companies are mandated to, if they are going to sell their product outside of the country, are mandated to have, I guess, interactions with the Chinese government as well as with some of their military agencies. The other thing is that the guys that reverse engineer the DJI software, including the NSA, have stated that these things do talk back to China, that there is information that gets shared. The quantity and the quality of that information and what it is hasn't been released. Haven't really talked about it. But the thing is that there is a legitimate reason why they have this concern. And DJI, if they want to remain viable in the United States, needs to have
more transparency.
Their business.
They need more transparency.
They need to be more transparency, or they need to break the gap between the China DJI and an American DJI.
I talked to the same person that you talked to about this, and you know, there's all sorts of packets being sent.
Oh, yeah.
More packets in the information now than in previous iterations of DJI products, and we don't know what's in those. So if you want to be paranoid, you've got plenty of reason to be. But if you want to get that beautiful footage, I don't care if China's spying on me, really.
Well, the government's paid to be paranoid. So
but I mean, it's the government, so.
And speaking of government paranoia, let's talk about Panama City Beach. Panama City Beach officials recently proposed an ordinance that would restrict drone and aircraft use over private and public property in the city. And this was a fantastic idea that they held a reading at the Aviation Ordinance during last Thursday's meeting, and it appears the city is violating the FAA administration policies regarding authority over public airspace. The FAA has made it very clear that they do not allow private entities to prohibit the flying of drones over properties, etc. They follow the same guidelines that aircraft follow. And the concerns that the mayor had in regards to people having the privacy of their own homes and their properties, it goes along with the federal government's video voyeurism and peeping Tom laws that are already on the books that make it illegal to use your drone in a way that is voyeuristic or peeping Tom. And we've had stories about people that have done that.
That's right. That's right. It's like it's like murder's already illegal. So don't create a law that says you can't murder anyone with a spatula. It's unnecessary.
Right.
So this isn't going to hold water. FAA is not going to let them do it. And we've seen multiple, states and cities try to pull this crap. But the FAA is really good at this. They've been doing it for a long time, and they have some extremely good laws in place that I think circumvent anything that a city ordinance.
Yes.
I mean, any agency that comes up with the brilliant verbiage in furtherance of a business, which they put a lot of thought into that with lawyers and everything. Just that one line. You remember, Jason, when you heard that for the first time? And because people are coming to me and say, well, I don't need my 107 because I'm giving the footage to my friend.
It's a donation.
Right. Yeah. He's not paying me for it. That's why they had in furtherance of a business. It's actually
genius.
It's genius. It really is. So you can't get around it.
And, just to go back, I was thinking, who was Tom that got the first peeping Tom?
Oh, right.
That's a law that you don't want. I was just thinking about that. That's a law you really don't want to be named after.
You don't want.
I'm Tom. The peeping Tom guy.
Right.
I'm the original.
I'm Tom. Yeah. You don't want any laws or diseases named after you.
No, exactly.
As a general rule.
Yeah. A general rule.
Right. Peeping Tony or
peeping Ken.
Right. Yeah.
So
understandable.
All right. So Devon and Cornwall and Dorset police recently used their drone in a fantastic way.
Go on.
They had some teenagers that were lost in a rural area, and the drone was put up. This was in a very hazardous, very dark area. They put the drone up, and they used a spotlight for the drone to light the route for the kids to get back to safety.
Oh, that's nice. That's a really bright light, too.
Very ingenious way of using the drone to be able to help people out of a tight situation.
I assume that's a Mavic Enterprise.
With that kind of candle power, that's got to be.
That's serious. You're right. And it's
That's a big light, man.
Yeah, my Mavic Enterprise isn't that bright.
No.
Yeah, the article did not give information as to the type of drone that they were using. Okay, so this year, Russia's Victory Day parade is going to be a little bit more exciting to watch than previous Victory Day parades, courtesy of a Ukrainian firm. The Ukrainian businessman has come up with a new, very incentivized way.
This is great.
To help Moscow with their Victory Day parade, because he is offering a $550,000 prize to anyone who will land a drone in the middle of the May 9th Victory Day parade.
In Red Square.
Yep. The content was announced by Monobank co-founder Vladimir Vesenko during a live telethon last week. And his company serves over 5.5 million customers. It was explained on a Facebook post that the drone is expected to carry on its wings the battle cry of the Ukrainian military. Glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes. And his post said, I am officially awarding a prize to the Ukrainian UAV manufacturer whose aircraft, with the help of the military, of course, will fly and land in Red Square in Moscow on May 9th. So I'm imagining that there's probably a whole lot of other people that would really like to get into that $500,000 prize.
Wow, Ken's flying to Moscow.
No.
I tell you, this year, as a news person, I am going to be very, very close attention to the May 9th Victory Day parade because I'm looking for that drone.
You got to hand it to the Ukraine. I mean, they are scrappy people. They are resourceful, and they got a great sense of humor too, because that is hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's going to be hilarious, and I can't wait to see it get pulled off because somebody's going to do it.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Ukraine, a new company is manufacturing kamikaze drones for the Ukraine, and they've been doing this for a while, but they've been very, very quiet. They've been sort of in stealth mode. OneWay Aerospace is the name of the company, and it comes from a Pentagon term, one-way attack drones. And the founders include the British Royal Air Force veteran James Earl, former Australian combat engineer, as well as several other people that are, I guess, famous drone engineers. They're working with the Ukraine's Anatov Design Bureau. They created this drone, which is called the Scalpel Attack Drone. And this is essentially a small FPV drone, a racing drone, that will use an improvised version of...
Good tagline.
Yeah, it's an anti-tank warhead. So this thing is actually designed to be flown at tanks and armored vehicles.
Doesn't it look like... Is it supposed to look like a thermos, though? It's like...
It does kind of
right?
look like a thermos.
It's like, hey, comrade, are you thirsty? We have special drink for you. Drink it down now.
And we've shown videos on the news previously of little FPV drones flying into and attacking tanks.
Yeah.
And in some cases flying into the tanks.
Right.
So these are highly effective.
They are.
Weapons.
And after this is delivered, you won't be thirsty anymore.
Well, on the flip side, take into consideration that a U.S. supplied Javelin-guided anti-tank missile costs $200,000 a shot. A basic Scalpel drone is $1,000.
How about that?
I just want to add, Ken.
Yeah.
This is in furtherance of a business, so neither 107, and you do have to register it, but just once.
Right, yeah, just once. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh.
And you might need remote ID, too. I'm not sure.
You might need all that, yeah.
Weaponizing a drone rule is also kind of picky.
Yeah,
that gets into the 107 stuff a little
You're
bit
getting
much,
a bit of a sticky wicket there, won't you? Yeah, you will. Yeah.
It does look like a thermos, though.
It really did.
All right, so out of Reno, Nevada, Skydrop is the first company approved to do live drone door-to-door deliveries in New Zealand, beginning in the town of Huntley. What's interesting, though, is Skydrop used to be called Flirty, which we've also reported on this channel.
Yeah, we have.
They have received their Part 102 approval from New Zealand's CAA, and they are going to launch Skydrop, the first drone hub in Huntley, New Zealand. So
now look, I don't like to take I don't want to take credit for this, but I did ridicule Flirty. Here's Flirty for their name.
Great name. Such a good name.
It's such a super name. But I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same drone, right?
It's the same drone.
Yeah,
it
look,
is.
They just rebranded it. They're like, where are they from? New Zealand?
Oh, they're out of Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
Why are they in New Zealand then? Just to mess with XJet, or what are they doing? You know,
that's where they got the approval. That's where they've started their first hub. So
I'm telling you, dropping from a string delivery drones will never ever work.
Tube socks are coming. Just get ready. As soon as Amazon unleashes tube sock drone delivery in middle of nowhere, Tennessee, wherever Ken is, I'm going to post a super chat that we can all share, and everybody's just going to buy so many tube socks. I'll sponsor it. We're going to buy so many tube socks. Ken's a size small, and we're going to have so many tube socks delivered to middle of nowhere,
I don't want tube
Tennessee.
socks.
They will.
So many.
we will deliver so many that they will have to put up an no fly zone. TFR in there. Because I guarantee you, simply because of the fact that he said, tube socks,
and I want you there, Jeff, reporting live from the other front yard.
I'm going to apply for the TFR right now. A tube sock flight restriction. Can we make that happen?
None of these white socks. I mean, we need really colorful.
Really
like from the 80s with the two blue rings around.
Yes, exactly. Like some Dr. J kind of stuff. Yeah.
Needs to happen. And I'm thinking Walmart's going to get to him before Amazon. So
all right,
whatever. It doesn't matter.
You knuckleheads.
All right. So China made a drone carrier. It's an amphibious assault ship that enters service and is going to launch drones all the time.
Is the carrier itself a drone too?
Yeah, the drone. Yeah, the carrier itself is a drone. But this is one-upping them because this is Turkey's drone carrier, because Turkey is a major exporter of drones. So they saw China do it. So the Turkish Navy took an amphibious assault ship called the TCG Anadolu and turned it into a drone amphibious assault ship. So this thing is going to spend its entire life launching airplane-style drones, as well as helicopter-style drones, as well as the small UAV drones. And, the Turkey is one of the countries that's sending drones to Ukraine. They've been very successful over there. So this is not... they have a well-established market, and they've made some exceptionally adept drones. I will be very interested to see how this warship gets used.
What did you call it? A DA? What is it? A drone?
It's a drone carrier amphibious assault ship.
It's an aircraft carrier for drones.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine what Top Gun 3 is going to be like now.
Oh, yeah.
Drone pilots.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Maverick.
No, that'll be that'll be Tom Cruise in a little hospital bed with a little joystick on one side,
he's got
virtual goggles on his face.
Look, he's got to age out soon. He
looks the same. I don't think he keeps looking the same. He's not aging.
Well, he can afford the spackle.
Yes.
Is that what it is? The spackle? Like a little Bondo?
That's what it is. Little Bondo. A few dent poles here and there, yeah.
All right. So next in the news, researchers from MIT are working on creating a trajectory planning system called Robust Mater, MADER. And this is supposed to be a system that allows drones to pick a safe path without crashing into each other. They currently have this in a simulation mode, where they've been testing this in simulations. And the first problem that they ran into was that the initial simulations went great. But when they started kind of scaling it up and putting it out to drones, they realized that drones have a delay when they communicate. So they were flying into each other, basically, which kind of defeated the whole purpose of the program.
That's a big problem.
So they had to go back and engineer into the simulation the delay of the communication,
the lag,
and so the system is an asynchronous, decentralized, multi-agent trajectory planner. I love the name, which is Mater. And
wasn't it a character on Cars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason knows he's got kids.
I got kids too. What are you talking about?
You got a few.
Mater all over the place.
He's got a whole soccer team over there.
He does.
I've seen them all.
Send Jeff the tube socks.
No. I don't need tube socks.
Yeah.
No, I don't need tube socks. But I'm looking forward to seeing, because the next step is going to be upscaling this and putting it into a live environment. So hopefully in future news stories, we'll get a chance to see how they take Mater and push it into a live flight obstacle environment. I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
So next we have North Korea. I love these guys. They're crazy. They're a little bit wacky.
Those wacky North Koreans.
Yes. And they decided recently that they're going to conduct a test of an underwater attack drone. But not just any underwater attack drone. They need it nuclear capable.
North Korea says this is an underwater nuclear capable drone. The North says the drone silently cruised about 1,000 kilometers. which could bring Japan in its radar. It also claims that the nuke-capable drone, a test warhead, accurately detonated underwater, though it doesn't say if it was a nuclear test. North Korea has claimed to have conducted 3 tests of underwater drones in less than 3 weeks so far.
Huh. Aren't a majority of the North Koreans starving? Yeah, couldn't they buy a lot of food with what they paid to? I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Never been there.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, and they obviously have seen the little drone boats and stuff used by the Ukrainians and the Russians, and they've picked up on that. And so I would imagine that we will see more countries come up with products like this. The United States, we have drone ships already that are in process. We even have drone ships that go out and scan hurricanes, which we did last year during the hurricane season, and it was successful. So, yeah, expect to see a lot more of that.
Okay.
All right. So Northumberland is very serious about nuisance rural drivers, especially people that ride around on dirt bikes and quad runners. So they decided that the best way for them to snare these nuisance riders is to put their airborne cameras, aka drones, in scan locations and track the offenders wherever they went using ground teams that were then able to sort of localize where they were, and the whole crowd of these nuisance drivers was 5 vehicles and 1 quad runner. And so they were able to arrest these individuals for the offenses of riding without insurance.
And I have a picture of the drone that they used.
They delivered them the ticket from a string.
I just wouldn't be afraid of anything that said flirty on it. Oh, look at that. Goodness, I'm so scared of the flirty.
But yeah, so I was hoping that they might use this a little bit more extensively than just 5. But okay, that's great.
Hey, you got to practice, right?
Yeah, as a motorcyclist, I sort of take offense to it. So, not to be outdone by other countries that have counter drone systems, Japan recently at one of their tech shows showed off their counter drone systems.
Oh, yeah.
Drones are changing the face of warfare in the 21st century. Therefore, countries around the world are investing in anti-drone technologies. This time, Japan has introduced such counter-drone systems. 2 Japanese defense firms have unveiled prototypes of their high-energy laser weapons. What do they do?
Cool.
They can shoot down sophisticated enemy drones. The first company to have come up with a counter-drone weapon is Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. According to a report, its 10 kilowatt fiber laser can hit unmanned devices from a distance of 1.2 kilometers. This can be done in 2 to 3 seconds. Another company that has teased a similar technology is Kawasaki Heavy Industries. The firm has showcased a more powerful 100 kilowatt counter-drone system. According to the company, the system can detect enemy drones using an infrared camera. It can track them and fire a fiber laser. Is Japan updating its counter-strike capabilities to respond to Chinese attacks? Or is it just growing its defense capabilities against any potential threats? That remains to be seen.
I gotta tell you, I think that lasers are the coolest thing ever. I love any kind of lasers. They shoot, you can shoot the lasers right at the thing, and it goes pew, pew, pew.
He even likes his laser hair removal.
Yeah.
Just because you like lasers, you went to get laser hair removal.
Man, those lasers are scary.
You know, but I remember like Kawasaki made cool dirt bikes when I was a kid, you know, and now they're making lasers.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I have a Kawasaki K on my throttle hand.
Really?
It was one of my very first tattoos, Kawasaki. Because
Wow.
I have a ZX-10R. Are you a bike guy?
I used to be. I used to be in dirt bikes a long time ago, and then as I got older, I got, you know, smarter. I didn't want to end up, you know, old and
and get a hip replacement at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's
Like
that? What's that, Jeff? Jeff's like,
Yeah.
live to ride, ride to live.
He
All
wants
right.
to talk about motorcycles. Yeah. Go ahead.
No.
Jeff. Tell us about your motorcycle.
My wife has a Ninja 400.
Okay.
And she has a Triumph Daytona 675, which is absolutely gorgeous.
Triumph's a cool bike.
And I've got my Yamaha and my Harley Davidson. So
Yeah, but-
I'm going to be that old guy.
But
the
do they
hip
have
replacement
lasers on them?
motorcyclist. Yeah.
Does your motorcycle have the lasers on it?
Give me about 5
All right.
5
And
days.
now
I'll
back to the
place
news.
All right, so the last story we have comes out of northern Utah because this gentleman with D and C drones normally uses his drone for precision crop care. But in this case, he decided he wanted to help out some kids.
It takes a little bit of time to get ready. But Devin Rose has been preparing for this his whole life.
Growing up, I've always been tinkered with technology. I like to take things apart, see how they work.
Only now he's hoping to turn it into a career.
I'm losing money right now, but I'm just trying to, it's up and coming. I feel like this is the future.
He's talking about flying drones.
It's legitimate.
But not the kind you'll find at your local store.
If I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, I need something that's right for the job.
Preparing to take off.
He needs something bigger
Back at a safe distance.
for a job that's pretty big itself.
Oh my
I
God.
worked for the Boxville School District, and I saw a story that you guys had posted about spring sports being postponed because of all the snow, and I gave him a phone call.
That phone call led to this, a drone business, flying over sports fields at schools, dumping a special kind of dirt that melts the snow faster. So far, he has been to 3 high schools in Cache County.
I'm just trying to do my part and help kids out because they're consumed with electronics nowadays, and it's coincidental I'm using electronics to try to fix that. This is glorified dirt.
This is the dirt he uses.
They call it humate. It's your garden fertilizer that you mix in with your soil.
And with as much snow as there still is in northern Utah and more that fell today, he knows he might be getting a few more phone calls.
It's still all kind of an experiment. I'm basically learning to do art on a huge scale.
But helping to get those kids outside to play sports means a lot to him.
I like being athletic when I was younger, and I think it's good for kids.
I love that dude's attitude. Doesn't he just seem like
he had a big snowflake around his head, though.
Doesn't he seem like a decent guy? He's like, I'm losing money right now, but I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
What drone was that? Was that a Matrice?
That's an ag drone. That's the agricultural drones that usually
I don't follow that ag space much.
Drop
those are heavy lift drones.
They will.
But he pulled up with a trailer, so
yeah, that will lift you. You could ride it.
Would you ride it? Yeah, probably.
Would I? No, I wouldn't be anywhere near it. Did you hear the warning? The DJI voice saying
it's spooled up like a turboprop.
Right. It's like, I'm starting now. Get the bleep away.
Yeah. It was really nice about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you want some lacerations, step back. Yeah. No, that's great. I love hearing positive stories like that, and I wish that guy all the best. All the best. And I wish you the best, Jeff, but I don't wish Flirty all the best. No. Thank you so much, Jeff. We appreciate all the news and information. All right, see you.
Great job.
See you, bud.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
Oh, that Jeff.
Such a good guy. What a good heart, you know? Like,
he
does this. I mean, I know you pay him well and stuff.
Oh, so
but it's
well,
just like,
so well.
Like, you know, it's totally. You can tell there's a lot of love there.
Lot of love.
I mean, think about it. He's not only your news guy, he is your model. You know, I mean, there's it's probably the top selling shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. That's a sticker, by the way, available.
It's a sticker now.
It's a sticker available only at Minefield 4.0.
Oh, for sure, got to get that.
Yeah, that's you'll be in an exclusive club. You get that sticker.
Get that in the back of the cop car. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making this a sticker as well. Wow. That's Beauchart. Have you seen the Beauchart?
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with this one.
Super sexy. I know you have the calendar.
Yeah, guys. He's Mr. March.
Yeah.
You should consider that. You should consider a drone calendar.
The men of the drone world.
Men of the drone
world. So I just need 10 more. I need 10 more of you to pose.
Pose like that.
You must be okay. What are the criteria? You must be shirtless.
Yeah, preferably hairy.
And that's it. We already have January and February.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Do you have a joke for us, sir?
I have many jokes, sir. So I went with a car theme for my jokes. only because I know you love your Mazda and your cop car. Not all are related to your Mazda and your cop car, but they're car themed.
Right. Okay.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, hit me.
What has 4 wheels and flies?
I don't know what has 4 wheels and flies.
A garbage truck.
Ha ha! Yes.
Like flies like the bug.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Pretty good one. Get another one?
Yeah. What kind of car do dogs hate?
I don't know what kind of car do dogs hate. What?
Or vets.
What happened? I missed that while
because Kelly was coming with a great shirt.
I gotta mute the show. I was just listening for Jason's jokes, and you guys brought me in. Yeah, you like the shirt? Thank you.
Look at that
shirt. You are the remote pilot command.
Yes, you are, sir.
Tonight I am.
Welcome.
Good to see you guys.
How you been, man? We haven't talked to you in a while.
It's been a little while. Well, I got to go out to the South Florida drone meetup, and that was amazing, as you said. Did you ever have a chance, Ken, to see the weather bit, the little storm bit that you did blowing in?
No.
Oh, I've got a link to it. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Sean Ide's channel has it on there. And
okay, I'll share it.
It was quite funny.
Okay, awesome.
Jason, he's up there doing a weather report, and there's several of us like running in the background as if we're being blown by the wind because it was windy.
It was super windy.
A couple of guys got into it so much that they just like tipped over pretty hard.
So Ken would be the perfect weather guy. You know, I know he has a face for radio, but he'd be a good weather guy too.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, not a meteorologist, a weather guy, because meteorologists get bent out of shape if you're just a weather guy and call yourself a meteorologist because they went to school for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Weather babe.
Weather babe. You just gotta read off a teleprompter,
right?
You know, and point.
Mr.
Right
April.
Spot.
So,
Mr. April showers.
Kelly, I know DJI sent you the new Inspire 3. I know they did. Tell us all about it.
You know, they did, and unfortunately, I crashed it.
Did you now?
No, but you know what I did? You know what I did get? You were there when I got this sucker. This is almost as good as an Inspire 3.
Sure
this
is.
thing will carry a whole lot.
Yeah, you know who gave that to him?
8 motors.
Ken Dono did. That's a Cinelifter.
Yeah.
Ken Dono is such a good guy.
Yep.
Really good guy.
You know, it has been a bit of a process to get it all up to speed and ready to fly. I wanted to get the right radio for it, so that's actually on back order. It's the Boxer, the what is it? Radio Master Boxer. Have you guys seen that one?
Not familiar.
Anyway, it's fairly new, and it's a smaller version of the Radio Master that's been out for a while. And I had to order special batteries, and this was Ken Heron's suggestion. I am in the process of making a fake camera because I'm going to put a $6,000 camera and a $4,000 lens on it.
Right.
So I need something that weighs the same and takes up the same amount of space, so that when it goes crashy poo like my Inspire 3, it doesn't kill my camera too.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you haven't flown it yet.
No. I'm waiting. So the Boxer radio was on back order, and I just got a notification that it's going to be here on Saturday.
Cool.
You know, about 4 months ago, I was gifted a Cesario Cinelifter myself by the same benefactor that sent me the Inspire 2. And if he's watching, thank you very much. The anonymous benefactor. But I've been terrified to fly it because I was there.
Well, you know,
it's just the noises it makes.
The perfect place with an audience.
Yes, more people to lacerate. That's what I'll do.
If you're gonna fail in front of people. You know, you'll probably have like 100 cameras going, so that it'll make for a great video. That's what you said this yourself, Ken, and I had that video, or I've seen that video that somebody sent in where the drone lands. And then the dog walks into frame and takes a big doggy do right there.
Yeah.
And you inspired me to leave my camera rolling when it hits the ground.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you just always record something. Always record. But yeah, I'll endeavor to have that flying in time for Minefield. And I've been filming there all this week, and the first promotional video, hopefully I'll be posting tomorrow. But Sean, Geeks Vana will be there. He's coming in from across the pond. Yep.
All the way.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
And
the first one was so amazing. That was such a great event. I don't think actually Jason wasn't there, but they had a large cardboard
I had the cardboard cutout.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
but you missed this last one I was at.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't been. It's been 3 of them, right? So I wasn't at number 2 and number 3. But one of the coolest things, Jason, you would have enjoyed this. Myself and Mel had 2 little RC foamies, and we were basically trying to crash them into each other. And that is much harder to do than you would think.
You know, 3-dimensional space, yeah.
It really is. You try, but if you don't try, it'll hit anything. But if you're trying to hit another foamy, so we flew them around until the batteries died, and I think Mel finally crashed his. And actually, Ken Heron, like a spry 22-year-old, leapt up onto this. What was that thing? It was like a boat or a crane or something sitting there, and he's climbing up on it, and grabbing the thing off the top of it, and I'm like trying to spot him like he's on a trampoline.
Yeah, I'm not as decrepit as I look.
Well, it's like when Ken and I climbed the fire tower together, and I had to encourage him to get up there.
I was just going to tell you, Jason, if you'd like to try again, listen, this is, the sculptor, it is a sculpture, what we're going to be flying around.
Billy what? What's his last name?
Billy Tripp.
Yep.
And when I visited him, one of the first things he said, and I'm going to try to do a Billy Tripp impersonation. Ken, what I did for you was I went and I climbed up and I tightened all the bolts. I saw in your video that the bolts were kind of loose when you were climbing, so I went ahead and I tightened them all. In all 3 of those fire towers, he tightened it up just for us.
Wow.
What a guy.
Yeah.
You know, I might have missed one, but it's okay.
You'll find it.
Just, if it feels loose, don't step on it.
You'll run into it. Just don't use that one. You'll see in the video, I climbed something else, and he's like, before I climbed up there, he's like, don't grab that or that or that.
So
I'm like, all right, which ones? What shouldn't I grab again? Which ones?
Yeah. So good.
Heron, I think you should free. What is it called when you jump? Static? What is it called when you jump off? Free base? Free jump? Free
idiocy. That's what it's called. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You just take the parachute up there, get to the top, and then just right off, and then we'll circle you with drones as you come down in the parachute.
That's right. You can get an overhead shot of the chalk outline of my corpse.
That's a good idea.
Just very quickly, I want to thank a couple people that have been sending super chats and support. Thank you again, Aviano Rob C, for the $50. Thank you, buddy. Sky Launch Drone Solutions LLC for $4.99. Appreciate it. He says, "Hey everybody," and Dynadrone with $5. Thank you very much. He says very simply, "Here's $5." Thank you.
That's nice.
And was it CFF 121? $4.99. Thank you very much. That's his first super chat.
Wow.
Awesome. Thank you very much for picking me for your first
Very
YouTube
nice.
super chat. Brent McGraw, $5. Just passed my 107 this week with a 95%. Thanks to Jason.
That's it right here, baby.
Yep. Highly recommend the course from M0A. Ken, thanks for recommending Jason's course.
I got a 90, and I binged Jason's videos. I went all the way through twice, and I got a 90 on the test. And honestly, here's the thing. When I got the 90, I actually didn't think I had missed anything. I was so confident I thought I had aced it, but I guess I missed, was it 2 questions or however many gives you a 90?
Maybe now is a good time to talk about some changes coming up, right, Jason?
Yeah. So there's
I heard something earlier.
Yeah, someone asked in the chat earlier, I saw a few things about are changes coming to the Part 107 tests? And the answer is yeah, probably. And I'll tell you why. A few days ago, the FAA just changed the private pilot for manned aviation written test and the commercial pilot written test. They changed the time limits, but here's something neat. Well, not neat, it adds to the confusion. They've added 5 questions of non-consequential value. So your 60-question quiz, this is not Part 107 yet. I'm not saying that. This is on private pilot now. I assume they're going to trickle this down to everything. The private pilot written test is 60 questions. It's now 65 questions, and 5 of them don't count. So
Wow.
this is the FAA's way of trying to test new questions just to see how people are doing on them before they introduce a new question. They usually just dump new questions in there. And that made it really hard for people like myself who teach how to be a safe pilot and how to get past the tests and everything else. Now they're testing questions. So we're telling all our customers, if you take a written test and a question, kind of like Kelly said, like totally stumps you, or you Jason, you never taught me this in the videos. There's a good chance that's one of the test questions and it's of no consequential value, but you don't know which one it is. So
you don't get credit for it if you get it right.
Nope.
You don't get points off if you get it wrong.
Correct. And you don't know which questions those are. Now, again, just to be clear, this has not happened to Part 107 yet. I imagine it's going to trickle down, though. It always does.
Yeah.
Right. And you'll be on top of this with your curriculum.
On top of it, like Ken Heron on top of Billy Tripp's fire tower.
That's right. So here's the website, remotepilot101.com. And now, are you phasing out this website or what?
Yeah, so remotepilot101.com is just going to forward to m0a.com, which is, there you go. Mach Zero Aviation is what that stands for. Just kind of bringing everything under the brand. Try to stop dividing between manned pilots and unmanned pilots. Because let me tell you something, we're all pilots. It all says pilot on every one of our certificates. We're just bringing exactly, remote pilot and command. It's all the same thing. So we're going to do Remote Pilot 101 is still the name we'll use. It's just a product that M0A happens to sell. So there's that for you.
Okay, good. All right. And somebody's going to have a chance to win a membership to the course.
That's right.
Tonight.
And it's a lifetime membership, right?
It is a lifetime membership. Updates and everything. We're always changing stuff. Like I'm sure you all saw Verifly. Unfortunately, he's not doing insurance anymore. We've already hopped in. Not that that's pertinent to the test per se, but you both know I'm big into the real world flying beyond the test. So quickly hopped in there to update that as well as soon as Verifly made that announcement, which I was kind of sad by because I used Verifly.
Yeah, I did too. It was a great kind of as you need it kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it, if anybody has insight, was it not economically feasible, or I don't know what the reason was behind it?
You know, I never heard of anybody getting a payout from Verifly.
Really?
Yeah.
But you mean somebody who claimed one, or
maybe
just nobody?
Maybe one person had to use it, and they're like, "Oh, that's too much."
Yeah, it's possible. They had the first claim.
Minefield 3.
Yeah, nobody told us we'd be getting actual claims. We have to pay. Okay, well, chapter 13 it is then. What do you say we do this right now, Kelly? Yes. You can stick around for this. I have you know, Kelly, in your heart of hearts that you're my favorite Kelly. I know a few Kellys, and I don't just tell this to.
Is this like your mom with the boy Kelly and a girl Kelly? You're my favorite boy Kelly, and you're my because that doesn't work.
He was listening to the whole show.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're my favorite Kelly from Texas. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. That's how I'll do it. And my other favorite Kelly, is from Kentucky, and we hung out yesterday, in fact, and I did a little quiz with him from the Remote Pilot 101 site. It's just 10 questions. And what I'll do is I'll play this video, and
so many Kellys we're going to have on here.
Yeah, I'll play this video, and everybody in the chat, I'll pause it after I ask the question, and everybody in the chat, let me know if you think Kelly Green will get this correct. So it is Kelly Green, and then we might need your guys' help too, because I didn't bring the answer key with me. It's kind of a cluster, but it's entertaining nonetheless. So here is an FAA pop quiz.
It's a nutty cluster.
It is, yeah. It's a FAA pop quiz with Kelly Green. Enjoy this and feel free to play along.
Ready for a Part 107 quiz?
Oh, I'm ready.
And you learned all of this valuable information from remotepilot101.com.
Jason Schappert's my man.
That's right. He's co-hosting the show tonight.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Man, look at that smile.
And that tan.
Oh.
And that hair.
Flex those guns, Jason.
And those watches.
All right. So we'll do 10 questions. A couple of these I'm not sure about myself.
Oh, okay.
So what we'll do is we'll have you answer, and then We'll see if people out there think you're going to get it right or wrong.
So these are basic questions. I am a licensed drone pilot. I do have my Part 107. I should know these.
Yep. All right, you ready? Question number 1.
Yes.
The clouds deck at an airport is reported on relation to A, position above ground level, B, sea level, C, Verkmer level.
What?
Or D, I don't know.
So, do you think he'll get it right?
He has to get it right. He has to.
I'm going to say, I have my theory on what the answer is, but I'm going to say that I don't think he will.
Okay.
I want to also say he said he's a licensed drone pilot. Technically, in the FAA's eyes, he's a certificated drone pilot.
That's true. Certificated.
Just want to put that out there.
Certified? Is it certificated or certified?
You're certificated.
So you're not certified, you're certificated.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Good to know.
All right. Well,
okay, sorry. Yes, Kelly's going to get it right. I have no doubt in my mind. Look how smart he looks today.
And let me know in the chat what you think the answer is, and also if you think Kelly's going to get it right. So let's find out.
Which one?
Position above ground level.
Oh, I believe that is correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is correct.
Question number 2. Low-level turbulence can occur and icing can become hazardous in which type of fog? Rain-inducing fog, steam fog, upslope fog, or I don't fog and know.
All right. Okay.
Did you print these questions out, Ken?
I did. Yeah, the little card
you had a tablet at first.
No, the little card you see up there. The little card you see up there.
School.
Yeah,
that's old school.
And what's written on that napkin is my guesses to the answers because
how much HP inkjet ink did you use to do that?
These
your
are
mom's printer.
I didn't bring the key with me on this shoot, so yeah. So do you think he'll get this one right? What are people saying?
No.
Oh, people are picking. You don't think he'll get it right? I see A and B and C and yes. People have confidence. All right. Here we go.
That would be upslope fog.
I think that's wrong. Steam fog.
A.
Yeah.
Steam fog.
Sorry,
yeah,
man.
What the fog kind of question?
I know, right? Crazy.
What the fog?
The FAA will try to trip you up, which is why RemotePilot101.com is so important. Link in the description. Use Heron 18 for what?
A 30% discount.
Question 3. To perform risk management as part of the aeronautical decision-making process, the remote pilot relies on A, the assessment of the degrees of risk and determination of the best course of action. B, the ability to handle emergencies using good CRM techniques and remain calm under stress. C, their flying skills, knowledge of weather, unmanned aircraft systems, and the systematic identification of hazards.
Could this be any more wordy?
They all sound so good.
They do, don't they? These were written by the lawyers at the FAA. All right, so question 3. Do you guys think in the chat?
I don't think that's a tough one. They all sound so good, don't they?
Yeah.
I would guess B if it was me, but I don't have a lot of confidence in that answer.
Is that your guess,
Because the
Kelly?
other two sounded
All
right.
right, we'll do
my guess would be, yeah.
We'll do Kelly versus Kelly then. All right.
Oh, goodness.
So this
Kelly's gonna win.
Live Kelly says B, right? Let's find out if recorded Kelly got it.
They all sound right.
Yeah.
Is D all of the above?
Nah. This one I'm not even sure of.
I think it's B, the one where you said something about CRM.
I'll have to ask future Ken for confirmation. Future Ken?
Yeah, that's right. Old Ken.
Oh, wow. That surprised even past Ken.
Same.
Jason, your
All right, number
idea
4.
that Kelly will get it was
Which of
correct.
these factors will
Yeah,
tend to
that's
increase density altitude? An increase in relative humidity, an increase in barometric pressure, an increase in ambient pressure, or an increase in living in Kentucky?
That would be relative humidity.
Is he right?
Yes.
Is he right? Is he right? Let's find out.
You can also get density by living in Kentucky.
And how?
Relative humidity, let's see. That's correct.
Is that right?
I think.
That's right.
Listen.
What kind of low-budget quiz is
He's
this?
certificated.
Can you imagine on, what is it, Jeopardy? That's correct, I
Is that almost like
think.
being suffocated?
Next question.
I printed out everything and I made an answer key, but I forgot to bring the answer key.
Oh, dear.
Did you put it on
I'm winging it
mimeograph,
too.
Ken?
I'm sure future
Use a
Ken will set
mimeograph
it straight if it's wrong.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right, question 5. An ATC radar facility issues the following advisory to a manned aircraft pilot flying north in a calm wind. Unmanned aircraft operations at 9 o'clock, 2 miles. Where should the remote PIC and crew, if applicable, look for this traffic? North, east, west. Or I don't know.
You gotta draw that one.
Right.
It's so tough.
I know. Kelly, what do you think? What do you think the answer is?
I say up.
Yeah.
Up.
No chance he gets it right.
No chance?
This one you need like a piece of paper to draw to show it.
Oh, well, all right, let's find out if he gets it right.
North, east, west, or I don't know. Mm-hmm. They're flying north. It wouldn't be east or
That
west.
has nothing to
Give me
do
the
with it,
option of
Kelly.
south. It's got to be north.
No.
I don't know. I think it's west. Is it west? Future Ken, is that right?
I don't know, recorded Ken.
That is the mystery.
Jason, can you explain a little bit about this one?
Is doomed.
Explain a little bit about this one.
Read me the question again. I'll draw it real quick.
I don't have the question. I'm not that prepared.
I'll draw it for you.
Okay.
Look, a train leaves Minneapolis on its way to Memphis
Yes.
at 200 miles
That's-
per hour.
that's
Another
right.
train leaves
Yeah,
Memphis.
it's one of those.
47 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
one of those. Remember, though, it's saying where should the flying north in a calm wind has nothing to do with it. It's all about where should the crew who is fixed on the ground look for the airplane, not where should they look for the drone.
Up is the right answer.
Up's
Right.
one of those, yeah.
So this is a trick question, is it not?
Yeah, it's a trick question. It's not north. I can tell you that much. It's east or west. Without knowing the actual question, I could draw it for you, but it's all good.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
All right, yeah.
I'm crying over here.
Hey, don't forget to become a member of this channel. All right. Question 6. What activities might you see in an MOA? Invisible and unusual activities such as aerial gunnery, military flight training, prohibited activities related to national security.
So what do you think? Do you think he'll get this one right? What's your
He
answer
should.
in the
This
chat?
is pretty standard. This is probably even on his test. It's such a common question.
All right. Live, Kelly, what do you think?
Yeah. I'm going to say the military aircraft.
So your answer is what? A? Or
I don't remember what letter that was. It was the one. I think it was A. Yeah, I think it was military aircraft.
All right. Let's find out. Which one?
That would
Jason
be
doesn't look
military flight training.
Wrong!
What's the answer?
We both guessed the same again.
He said I don't know.
I think it's A. Invisible and unusual activities such as aerial gunnery.
Is that right? I might be wrong.
No.
Wait, it's B. It's B.
It's B.
Yeah.
B is military flight training, which happens in an MOA. In a restricted area is where you get the gunnery and shooting stuff. That's how you remember it.
Okay.
They shoot stuff. Yes, you're right, live Kelly. You shoot stuff in the area.
Call me military gunnery from now on.
Military gunnery. That's good.
Military gunnery.
Yeah.
That is good.
Okay.
Is Kelly Green watching this by chance?
I hope so. I hope so. All right, let's continue.
What's MOA stand for?
I don't know. Jason, what does MOA stand for?
Military operations area.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, live Jason.
Okay. Referring to figure 23, area 3.
Oh, God.
Did you print it out?
Yeah. Look.
What is the height of the lighted obstacle approximately 6 nautical miles southwest of Savannah International?
This is a tough question.
Is it A, 1,545 feet MSL, 1,548 feet AGL, or 1,548 feet MSL?
Oh, do you think you'll get this?
It depends how good your HP LaserJet printer was.
Right.
At printing out
Right.
the sectional chart.
No, you can see it. Yeah, my HP LaserJet. I printed on a dot matrix.
You had to rip the things off
That's
the end
right.
of the paper.
Yeah.
What do you think, live Kelly?
I'm just going to go with B.
B? All right. People in the chat are losing their minds. All
Can you
right.
repeat that question, please? I just found area 3.
I don't know what the MSL I'm doing. Yeah. What do you want me to?
Just give me the
Never mind
question.
this question.
Okay.
All right.
So I threw out that
question.
question. I never answered it.
He gets a freebie.
Yeah, it's a freebie, I guess.
Look, Schappert, you know I don't like I don't like sectional charts.
That's why every time I'm on, I bring my sectional chart coffee mug. I'm going to send you one.
I think I have one, sir.
Oh, do you?
I think I'm holding it.
I love it. Mine says not for navigation. Because, there's that guy out there going, what kind of airspace am I in?
No, you
and
even...
he spills his coffee on the instruments.
Yeah, exactly.
You even signed
Wait a
this.
minute. Turn it over.
That's right.
What's your autograph?
That is signed.
Yeah. But
I apologize.
So why shouldn't people be afraid of sectional charts at Remote Pilot 101? Why?
Because we break it all down into plain English, sir.
You do.
You'll want to get sectional chart sheets by the time you're done with our course. You're gonna be so in love with sectional charts.
Do you know it's true? I'm not a great retainer of the information, but I can hold on to it long enough to take the test. And when I did, I mean, I watched the sectional chart videos of your stuff right before I went and took the test, and it made sense to me. I don't know why. If I sat with it, I could probably sit and remember, but.
When the FAA finally does come out with like a Part 108 or something, there's a new test.
Yeah.
I want to hire a camera crew just to follow Ken Heron around with his study habits and all the way into the testing center, almost like they're making a sports documentary.
Right. This will be like when he built his own drone with Bardwell, right? When he was in there not soldering. Because
he's so handy.
They put hidden cameras all around the room to see if he was going to cheat.
That's right. Yeah. But my information retention is like an old LiPo battery that you still want to use. You have to charge it right before you fly it. It doesn't hold.
It's kind of puffy.
I'm a little puffy. It's true. I'm a little puffy. All right.
Can't take it on an airliner as checked luggage. Yeah.
But if you poke you'll catch fire.
Yeah. Don't poke the bear. All right. A couple more questions. Here we
Number
go.
8. Oh wait, Jason will know.
And he did.
He was paying attention.
Yeah.
We lose everybody? How many people watching now? We got all 11 people that are still watching.
Right.
Steady precipitation is often an indication of
rain.
A, the approach of a warm front. B, a thunderstorm has arrived. C, a low pressure system. Which one?
That look on his face.
That again sounds like all three.
That's a good thumbnail.
Isn't it? He's got that perplexed look on his face.
The key word is steady precipitation.
Oh, all right. Live
Steady perception.
live, Kelly?
So low. I'm going to say low pressure system. I think that was C.
All right.
Steady is stable.
Oh, low pressure system's not steady.
Oh, well, let's see if Recorded Kelly knows.
That would
wouldn't
be
be
a low pressure system.
thunderstorm.
Wrong!
What is the answer?
A, the approach of a warm front. Unless I'm wrong, which is entirely possible.
I don't feel like any of these questions had much to do with
funny,
drones.
Kelly Green and I are tracking almost exactly question for question. When he gets it right, I get it right. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's more about flying an airplane.
Yeah, they've had all this time to come up with drone-related questions for the drone pilot.
Yeah.
It's the FAA. What are you going to do? All right.
Give me an easy one.
Okay. At what bank angle does load factor begin to affect performance? 45 degrees, 30 degrees, 15 degrees? Which one?
15 degrees, obviously.
Yeah, 15 degrees.
Do you agree? Okay, let's find out if you're right.
Oh, poor
45
guy.
degrees. What
Yes, that's correct.
Did I say I meant 45?
Yes, I know what you meant.
Okay.
All right.
Give me my money.
All right, this is the last one.
Last
Wait,
question.
Jason, hold on. Let me ask Jason about that one.
Yeah.
That seems like a really steep bank angle.
We're talking about in reference to G loading, right?
Yeah.
So as far as if we put the airplane into a 45-degree turn and pull back, that's when you increase the load factor, which what ends up doing is doubling the weight of it and the load that the wings can impose upon it. 15 degrees of bank, it's not doing anything. Much beyond 45 degrees and into 60 degrees, right? You start pulling 2 Gs at 60 degrees. You're testing the structural integrity.
I've been known to.
I should go retake my test right now.
I've been known to do a little G loading these days. All right.
I thought you were talking about your bank account.
Yeah, right. All right. Here we go.
I know what you meant.
Okay.
All right.
Give me my money.
All right, this is the last one.
Last one.
Here's your reference material.
Oh, dear.
All right. You're conducting a tower inspection of the largest tower to the left of Area 8. If you fly the maximum altitude above the highest tower, what airspace will you be in? Class E, Class B, or Class C?
Do you think he'll get this one? Live, Kelly?
I think he will because I think it's Class C.
All right. What are people in the chat saying? Are we still playing along?
I can't see the thing, but that's my guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, some people are watching this on the big screen. All right, here you go.
You're in Class C Aerospace.
You guys, Kelly and Kelly, pick up the same every time.
Jason, you want to field this one?
Kind of spooky.
Hold on. Let me back that up.
You're in Class C Aerospace.
Boom.
By the way, did anybody notice the little squirrel on the branch behind us? I didn't notice until I was editing this. You might be able to see it on the big screen.
That's funny.
Squirrel.
I have no idea.
Jason, you want to field this one? Jason?
Without seeing the chart, I don't know. But if you want to give me the chart,
hold on.
Just say C is right.
It
could be C. It could be B.
You haven't memorized all sectional charts?
I apologize. Yeah, I apologize.
Okay. Well, let's see what you got. We're both professional pilots. Anyway, hey, thanks for playing. Is there anything you'd like to tell all the viewers? Like where you've been?
Where I've been?
How you're still alive?
Still alive. I'm definitely still alive.
You miss them?
I'm still alive.
Ah. Awesome. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Recorded Kelly.
That was good.
That was fun. Thank you, Live Kelly.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. May I ask Jason a question about 108? He threw that out earlier in the show and then just threw it out again.
I just I'll drop it and then I'll hang up and
Yeah. You're like, by the way, you need to the lifetime membership to Remote Pilot 101 only covers the part 107.
Exactly.
So
but I'll happily
you're gonna have to rejoin.
I'll happily run your credit card again, Kelly, don't worry.
And it'll happily be declined again.
Yeah. So when every year when the FAA goes through its Code of Federal Regulations and everybody gets assigned their Part 49 Code of Federal Regulations, the FAA set aside Part 108. So Part 108 is set aside for the FAA. They haven't written anything with it yet. There's nothing even proposed just yet. But here's what they're talking about with things. The main thing, and I've shared this with Ken before, is shielded operations is what they're talking about with this. And to explain what that means for everybody, let's say I'm in that busy sectional chart like you saw in Dallas. However, I'm around a bunch of buildings in downtown Dallas. If I'm flying around this is a building, by the way. This is my analogy.
Oh yeah.
If I'm flying down here around these buildings with my drone, I might be in Class Bravo airspace, but I'm not causing any threat to any aircraft. If an aircraft's down here, they have worse issues than that. So shielded operations are within a certain radius, flying underneath. And this could be in a park under the trees. This could be
I was about to say,
underneath
tree line
buildings,
count?
a tree line. All that sort of stuff fits in that category of shielded operations. Now, and there's other things that go along with it. A lot of this could be, hearsay and some other stuff. But because they set aside their own Part 108, we believe it's going to end up being probably another written test, which will be kind of like what you just experienced with Kelly Green. Because this is how it works in manned aviation. I earn my private pilot certificate. I could take any friend flying, I can do anything on what we call VFR days. And most remote pilots know the term VFR, visual flight rules. If I want to fly in the clouds or in low visibility, I go and add on an instrument rating. If I want to go make money, I add on a commercial certificate. So I have one certificate, I add things onto it. I believe that's what Part 108 is going to end up being. It's not going to be for everybody. I mean, I'm sure.
For flying in those shielded situations.
Yeah, and probably some more things too. Again, there's literally this much written in Part 108 right now, even as a proposal. I think the FAA is really busy right now with all their airline near misses at like the one that near you, actually, in the Austin airport between FedEx and Southwest. I just did a big video about that on our manned aviation channel, M0A on YouTube. There's the Learjet up, and I think it was JFK. There's so many, you never hear about this stuff. Now it's everywhere, these near misses with some pretty professional pilots and controllers. They're just humans making mistakes. I think the FAA is a little busy with that right now compared to shielded operations.
But they have shielded operations in New Zealand, and it's working just fine.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Florida's using the heck out of it.
Mm.
When I flew to Florida for the South Florida drone meetup just a few weeks ago, I had my phone and I was doing just a time lapse, just kind of bored doing a time lapse out the window, and I just wanted to see if I could actually spot any other planes. So we're basically going, from Austin. It was direct from Austin to where's Disney? Orlando. And so we're going over the Gulf, right? We're flying over the Gulf of Mexico, and I ran that time lapse. I probably ran it for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just held it there, and it put it down to like a 30-second clip. And I saw 3 planes go by.
Yeah.
And it's kind of freaky unless you're paying attention to think that there's a plane right over there going the opposite direction at very high speed. And it was just kind of like that. The dance they do up there is so tight and so close.
Well, and they're running it all on Windows 98.
Excel spreadsheets. And
Yeah.
everything else.
It made me spit.
Well, I mean, it's true. They got to update that stuff, right? I'm not wrong, right, Jason?
Well, remember when Southwest was out around the holidays and stuff? It was all software related stuff. I mean, they're running this multi-million-dollar airline off an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
No, it's amazing how many things you would think would catch up with technology that haven't. Medical doctors are the same way. They're still using technology that's really outdated, But I was just amazed at the number of planes up there, and it gives me a lot more respect for the air traffic controllers to think what they're managing. It's amazing there aren't more accidents, but there really should be fewer.
Yeah, it's a high stress job, a controller.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. I mean, it takes a certain type of person to do. Does anybody want to do that, or is that like I drew the short straw job?
Ken, actually, I think a really good skit for your show one time would be Ken Heron, air traffic controller.
Oh,
that would be good.
No,
you just freaking the you know what out.
No,
for 5 minutes.
I lose my mind when Wirecast goes wrong. Can you imagine?
I know.
had people's lives in my hands.
Like
No.
Yeah,
no, it's no good.
I'll give you an interesting perspective on controllers. An airline pilot, the maximum retirement age is 65. When you hit 65, you retire.
Yeah.
Controller is 57 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Think
yeah.
about that.
Ken, actually, you'd be too old to be sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
darn, I aged out of that. Doggone it. But they're actually talking about raising the pilot's age, aren't they?
Yeah.
Was it by a year or 2 years? 67?
There's a shortage of pilots, right?
There's a shortage of pilots. They're talking about raising the maximum. They're still held to the same medical standards and everything else. And I mean, look at Ken. He's a spry 65-year-old. You would never know it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I wouldn't mind flying on a plane with an older pilot. As long as he doesn't smell like Ben Gay, I'm good.
True.
Yeah.
You could still fly like a cargo flight or something at 65.
Yeah, you can still fly privately and everything else. It's just airline operations.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let me share something. This is something pretty cute. This is from Alan in the Woods. He said, "Thank you for the shitty little drone, because I gave away a shitty little drone about a month ago, and he won it. And he said his daughter Ellie was happy to get her own drone just like her daddy's. Here's a picture of her with that little toy drone. She says, "Thank you, Ken. Awesome. She will give you a big hug. Hope to see you at future meets." Alan in the Woods. So that's good.
That is great.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you very much. Kelly, can you stick around for a couple videos or no?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Absolutely. This is where all the cool kids are.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. By the way, I will be hopping on Discord after this. If one of the moderators will put my Discord link in there, then you can see how many. There's usually about 10 people that show up every single time, but I would like to see some more people hopping in the Discord afterwards. Oh, and we're going to have dancing girls. So if that encourages you at all. They will be juggling flaming chainsaws. It'll be me. It'll be me in a onesie. So this is from Joe T, USA Drone Flyer. He says, "Hey, Ken, just a video of the famous Fisherman's Castle here in Louisiana. This is a pretty cool place. This is I've never seen anything like this before." He said, this is New Orleans East. "The castle has a full kitchen, 2 rooms, 1 full bath, and 2 half baths. and is 942 square feet of living space.
You're kind of pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. And you can you Airbnb it? Is that what
I
it's
think
all
they
about?
want to turn that into an Airbnb. They're doing some renovations right now. They recently painted the outside of it. It was kind of rustic
they
looking.
need to finish the moat, right? I mean, it looks like the moat only goes halfway around it.
That's right. You imagine being the neighbor. Hey, where do you live? Well, I'll come over for the party. I live next to the castle.
You know what they need to do? They need to remote it.
Oh. Hold on. And
That's
a couple
good.
of these.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So I'm just going to go ahead and play this one. I believe this is the viewer video of the week. And the winner of the viewer video of the week this week will get freewheelgear.com filters of your choice. And the winner is Randy Morgan. It's a short video, but it's about Karens. So this is Drone Pilot Meets a Karen. Enjoy.
In a world where the wind is calm and the temperatures are above freezing, a drone pilot is out feeling good. But a drone pilot's worst nightmare is about to happen. A Karen.
Oh.
You try to explain the FAA laws to her, but she doesn't want to hear anything. She waves her finger in your face and calls you dirty, dirty names. There's only one thing left to do, and that is run.
Little Benny Hill action.
Yeah. That was great. That was great.
Wow. You know, a rolling pin. That's such a classic gag.
And the casting.
Yeah. Casting.
That was perfect.
She had the Hatfield McCoy shirt on. That's even appropriate.
When I envision a Karen, that's who I envision right there.
Yeah.
I think they should really do a part 2.
Yeah. Follow up.
If you're watching right now, Randy, part 2, please.
Okay, so by now I'm sure everyone has seen the Crashes number 9 that I put out. Everyone.
Oh, yeah. You had the enticing thumbnail on that one.
Oh, yes. It's a lady. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of photoshopping going on there.
So much photoshopping. So I was sent this by someone named Christina in Scotland, and they're referring to a part of my video. I'll just share that part right now. Oh, wow. Are they going to try to fly through their legs?
No.
Hey, I think there's something wrong with your drone. So that was just one of the clips in my video. But Christina says, "Hi, Ken. I hope you're well. I just saw your video crash compilation. Thought I'd send you a little video of me flying my Mini through my legs in, I hope I can pronounce this, Berwickshire, Scotland. Would love to fly FPV one day. Yours incredulously, Christina." So enjoy this from Christina in Scotland. Jason, ever been to Scotland?
I have not, sir.
Kelly?
But I could get a kilt and make it happen.
I am Scottish. I do have a kilt. I have a tartan.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm in the McDonald clan, for anybody interested.
Oh, that's good to know.
Uh-huh. All right, so here we go. And ta-da! Very good.
Well, you know, the reason that worked so well was the stance. That was very
much better stance, and the tight leggings too.
Yeah, the tight leggings help.
Yeah.
You should get some of those, Ken.
Thank you very much, Christina. And I have one more video. Although I think it's about time maybe for Jason to regale us with one of those fabulous jokes. Wouldn't you like to hear one of those?
I would love it.
Happily do it too. So this one does involve a Mazda.
Oh no.
What's the difference between rotary engine Mazda owners and porcupines?
I don't know why.
Oh, I know the answer.
Oh,
do you?
There's the porcupine has a lot of pricks, and the Mazda owner.
See, you did what Beauchart did. You're trying to guess the punchline, and you ruined it. You ruined it. I knew the punchline, but did I say it? No, because it's not a quiz. It's a joke.
Well,
let him do that.
You're a Mazda owner.
Joke.
It was about you.
Whoa.
All right.
It's technically.
I gotta say, when we were in Florida, Ken showed me his Mazda. It is very impressive. But as we were walking around it, somebody, I don't remember who this was, who was walking around it with us doing the sort of drag and brag as we were looking at the exhaust and the faux leather and all the good stuff. He said, I think there's a dent over here.
Faux nothing.
If I could have captured Ken's face right there for a second, he said, no, there's not.
There's no dent. There's no dents. All right. Good. So let's hear that joke from the top one more time.
From the top. What's the difference between rotary engine Mazda owners and porcupines?
I have no idea.
Porcupines carry their pricks on the outside.
Hey! Yeah!
See, it's so much better when there's the pause and the I don't know.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Kelly with his comedic timing.
Okay, sorry.
Kelly turning jokes into quizzes.
Schappert or Beauchart you.
Yeah.
You did Beauchart. I've been Beaucharted. All right. So do you know J-Dub, Jim Wickless? No? Nobody? Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Sorry, Jim.
He's one of our brethren.
We love you, Jim. It's probably Herrenberg.
He went to Tybee Island, Georgia, and here is his video for that. Lovely.
Tybee Island.
Mm-hmm. He said, I never realized this place existed. I'm so glad we went. If you've never been, I highly suggest the trip. It's well worth it. Keep up the excellent work on TNL. Sorry, Kelly or Jason, never heard of me. Love your channel. Jade Wickless. It's old J-Dub. J to the D to the up, yo.
It's pretty out there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jason, as you look at this, do you just see a sectional chart? Does your brain just turn it into that? Kind of like the Matrix.
Can I tell you the real messed up part? Like, as he was going, as he was flying over those homes, I go, I hope he's not flying over people. Like that's where my twisted mind goes.
But I think you can do that now. Like you can.
Well, that's what I'm running through my mind. I'm going, okay, if he is flying over people, is he part 107? I wonder if he took his trust exam. And that's where my mind goes with all this stuff. I see everything as like a test.
Well, I mean, we need that. We need that in you.
Yeah.
Plus that. Hold on.
That's your role, Jason.
Yeah,
not
gotcha.
joke teller.
That's right.
Well, that was a pretty on point joke. You just ruined it.
It was. No, I'm going to tell you, and you're correct. I'm going to tell you, you are way funnier on this show than in past shows. I think your comedy, your timing. However, I always rewatch myself on this show when I'm the co-host, and I thought I was the most awkward person during the Pigeon Jerky part. You got me beat there.
Oh, good.
Your Pigeon Jerky dance is yeah.
Oh, that's
there's not mine.
That's the dancing in the chair. That's what else can you do?
Yeah, well, what else can I do? I don't have a cool gaming chair like Ken does.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what?
That's true.
We need you for your information, for your lessons, and for that.
And in case we need to know what time it is in two different places.
That's right. That too, and the smile that's visible for 3 statute miles. Let's see that thing. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. So I guess that's about it. There's nothing else left to do.
Wow.
Let's hop in the Raz chamber. Oh, I need some Raz. I need some of this Raz. Let's hop in here. Oh my goodness. Why do I need extra Raz whenever Kelly Shores is on the show? I don't know. But I'm gonna hop in here. I'm in here in my banana hammock, and who is that next to me? Is that Alexis in her 20-piece? Alexis, you sexy gal. I'm sorry I missed you at the South Florida drone meet. Now remember, you can relax in here and there are no rules except one. What rule is that, Kelly?
I believe you're not supposed to break wind in the Raz.
Please, as relaxed as you may be in here, please refrain from any gassage. Now enjoy. Andrew! What the ever-loving heck, Andrew? Andrew. We just told you about the rules, didn't we? He goes and
what did you
flouts
call
the
your
rules.
swimsuit, Ken?
Banana hammock?
Yeah, it's interesting, Jason. I learned something about Ken yesterday that I never
related
knew.
to banana hammocks.
Oh man,
you made it realistic.
Absolutely.
Well, I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Speaking of banana hammocks, go on.
We were doing our test call. He didn't know the camera was on. No, Ken Heron has never eaten a banana, according to Ken Heron. He's never tasted a banana.
Oh, that's right.
True?
That is true.
I feel like never, like, there must have been a time as a child or maybe
a little Gerber baby banana
super in college.
No, my mom hates
Never
bananas.
had a banana.
There's never been a banana in the house.
And yet you wear a banana hammock.
Well, I can't eat that one either.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried. No, okay, I gotta stop. Anyway, no, I've never had any kind of fruit or vegetables.
You've never eaten fruit?
Nope. And yet I still live somehow. You hear that, kids? Uncle Ken says you don't have to eat your vegetables.
If people, I think along with the tube sock drop, we should drop bananas. Yeah, bananas over. We could play that kind of Colombian banana Congo kind of music.
Yeah, no, please don't do that. Please, Lord, please don't do that. If you do want to send anything, please send an Inspire 3. I will take that. I will take that. So
even a broken one?
Sure. I'll only break it worse. Kelly, what's coming up on your channel that we should know about? You did a long range thing recently. That's your last post, right?
Yeah, it's the little Flywoo long range Explorer with the O3 unit. If you haven't checked that out, it's a great little quad, 4S sub 250, and just the power to weight ratio is amazing. It's not going to take the place of your freestyle, but if you want to go poking around in a park and have some fun with it, it's a great little quad for that, sub 250. But the bigger thing that's going on,
yeah,
you know what that is. I think.
What is that? I don't know.
There's a rumor that I finally booked the venue, and Spin Up is happening on October 21st.
Yay!
Put it on the calendar.
Yeah.
Did we hear it here first?
This is the first show. I said it on First Friday a week ago, but I will have the registration site set up very soon. I'm hoping both you guys can be there. I would love to have you. It's always a blast to get to meet all these folks. And Jason's a former speaker. Ken's a former speaker at Spin Up. But this year I'm going to have some speakers, but we're going to do a lot more kind of group activity, networking, and just opportunities for people to get to know each other. Because the South Florida Drone Meetup was awesome, and that's pretty much all we did was hang out and get to know each other.
Yeah, I think
we'll mix it up.
That's my favorite part is
again?
just meeting people.
In Austin, yep. As a matter of fact, I don't think, Jason, you weren't at the last one we did here. The venue was fantastic. Everybody was very excited about it. There's a hotel. There's several hotels right next to it, so you can literally kind of walk over from the hotel to the venue. There's a little pond outside. Airspace is fine, Class G. There actually is a little private airport nearby. I called the guy there and talked to him, and he said, as long as you guys aren't going over 400 feet, you're good. And so, it was quite a good experience last time. Ken was there. As a matter of fact, we had a cool little panel where all the YouTubers got up and answered questions for people about YouTube. And I'd like to do that again, but I'd kind of like to do a focus on smaller channels this time. Like, kind of, how do you get from a channel of 100 or 1,000 people to 10,000, because that's really the hard part is getting that momentum going. And
YouTube is continually moving the goalposts and changing the algorithm and making it harder for new creators to come up.
Well, you spat out some good YouTube information at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I actually took note on my last video, posted it in 4K H265. And you seemed to think that would help, and it's my best video I've had out in a while, so maybe it did.
You are welcome. I will take credit for that.
You remember getting up and saying that?
I do. Yeah.
You're like, just one random bit of information. If you're posting videos, post in 4K and use the H265 codec.
That is true, because YouTube servers will ingest higher res videos quicker than low res. And the reasoning behind that, I think, is because they prioritize more serious YouTubers than People
Right.
that will just upload stuff from their phone or 720 or whatever. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
absolutely true. I tested it.
Yeah.
I sent the same video in 720 and 4K, and the 4K one was like that.
But then at the same time, they're pushing shorts and everything else, which is your favorite vertical video. So it's like, where's the balance, you know?
Right. Well, YouTube wants to be TikTok when TikTok is done away with or something.
Yeah.
So that's why they're pushing the shorts.
Yeah.
But
When TikTok's time is up.
Yeah.
Got it. That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't answer your punchline either.
We need to remote that.
All right. Well, Kelly, thank you very much for being on, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. What a treat, and best guest and best host and best co-host ever.
Ever. You're my favorite Kelly in Texas. All right. See you, bud.
True.
Okay.
See you, Kelly. See you October
Bye, guys.
21st.
All right.
October 21st, Austin, Texas. Be there.
See ya.
Bye. Well, how about that guy? He's cool.
He's a good dude. I'm excited about that. I got to check my calendar to see if I can do spin up, but I think it'd be real. It was fun. I went, probably 4 years ago.
And you have a lot coming up this year. You and I are planning on getting together in July?
So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So first off, the 29th of this month is the FAA is designating Drone Safety Day. Drone Safety Day. So that's a Saturday, the 29th. So I'm going to be doing a live stream on our M0A and our Remote Pilot 101 channel with that. And I thought, when I think of drone safety, I think of Ken Heron. So I asked Ken to come on with me just for I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, talk about his impact on drone safety. I know we'll just talk and have a lot of fun like we have here as well. It'll be Saturday, make a cup of coffee, talk all things drones, little drone safety. I bring Ken in for the jokes. I'll keep it serious and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So then,
but my impact on drone safety is like Maury Povich's impact on pregnancy preventing.
I was just gonna say, that or divorces. I'm not sure which.
I am not the father. But I don't want to do what Ken did. So I offer cautionary tales. Yeah. And then what? Yeah. What else is coming up?
So then in July, I'm flying up through Tennessee. We'll probably do this in Kentucky though, and I am going to put Ken Heron in an airplane. He is going to do the radio communications. He is going to do all the flying. I am just going to be there as a lifeguard. And all a lifeguard does is if you start to drown, they hop in and save you. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to be there, be as hands-off as I can. I'm going to talk him through it. And I want Ken Heron to go all the way around, doing all the radio communications and land the airplane. And we should probably, if you have some local buddies, have somebody out there to chase the plane too.
Oh yeah. This is happening. This will be great.
Yeah.
And I know a guy has a fire truck, so we're covered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So between that, I'll be out at Minefield. Sounds like spin up. I don't want to commit to it just yet. I gotta look at my calendar, but that's there's a promising 2023 ahead of us.
Well, you have 2 days. It's going to be 2 days this year. If you can't make it Saturday, you can go there Sunday. We're doing the 2 days.
That's good.
Saturday and Sunday, August 19th and 20th.
That's good.
Yep. And then, now even before that, you're going for your man pilots that happen to be washing, you're going to Oshkosh.
Yeah. So we'll be up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's actually called EAA Air Venture. That's the end of July, beginning of August. There's some drone stuff there, but it's mostly manned aviation. It's the Super Bowl of aviation. It's our largest aviation trade show in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, believe it or not.
Awesome.
So we'll be there.
And all of Jason's links are in the description. Make sure that you go to remotepilot101.com, use Heron18 for 30% off, and be certificated.
Thank you. Wow.
Yes.
You learn. You're teachable.
I do learn. I'll forget that in about an hour, but you'll remind me. Yeah. Certificated.
Yeah, of course it will.
Awesome. Well, I guess that's about it. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you. This is man, you sped through the show today. I'm used to we go to midnight, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm getting too all over the grip.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Great day.
Always having you on as a co-host is the joy of my life. Thank you very much for doing that, for taking the time to hang out with us. And also Jeff Sills for the news. Thank you to both Kellys, both Shores and Green, for appearing on the show tonight. Super appreciate everybody in the super chats. I see some more that have popped up, and I will thank you as we play out the song. I'm putting my link to Discord right there. I will hop on Discord right after the show. You're, of course, invited, Jason. Until next time,
bye.
Jerky, the killer to processed meat. Enjoy Pigeon Jerky, Pigeon Jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You enjoy Pigeon Jerky, Pigeon Jerky, a killer to processed meat.
Yeah! That was so funny.